July 27, 2025. The border between Thailand and Cambodia is no longer just a line on a map, it's a war zone. Smoke and fear hang in the air as artillery thunders and jets scream overhead. What started as a dispute over ancient temples and colonial maps has erupted into the region's most violent conflict in decades. Soldiers fight desperately, families flee, leaving behind generations of memories. This border has always been tense, but now, the fighting is fiercer and more advanced than ever. Both nations have unleashed their most powerful weapons, and the world watches, anxious and helpless. In Bangkok and Phnom Penh, nationalism surges, making compromise nearly impossible. Leaders are trapped, pressured by their people to stand firm, warned by the world to seek peace. Every decision now carries the weight of countless lives. We're here to show you how a temple dispute became a war, and what's at stake for the people caught in the crossfire. This is a story of old wounds erupting into new violence, leaving scars that may never heal. Join us as we trace the timeline of this crisis, from the first shot to the battles threatening Southeast Asia's stability. The cost of this conflict is only beginning to be understood. If you like my video, then subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. To understand today's war, we must go back over a century, to the days of colonial mapmakers. In the early 1900s, French-drawn borders placed the Preah Vihear Temple, an ancient Khmer sanctuary, on Cambodian soil. Thailand has always disputed this, claiming the temple by geography and heritage. For both nations, Preah Vihear is more than stone, it's a symbol of national pride and identity. In 1962, the International Court of Justice awarded the temple to Cambodia, but left the surrounding land undefined, sowing seeds of future conflict. Over the years, minor skirmishes and military buildups turned the area into a powder keg. Soldiers from both sides patrolled the same ground, fingers on triggers, ready for any spark. The temples, perched on strategic cliffs, became both military prizes and hostages to history. For Thailand and Cambodia, control means more than land. It's about honor, ancestry, and national destiny. This volatile mix of history, religion, and strategy set the stage for the war we see today. The year began with uneasy calm, but tensions simmered beneath the surface. In March, nationalist speeches reignited old animosities, putting soldiers on edge. The disputed area around Preah Vihear became a flashpoint once again. On April 12th, a Thai patrol and Cambodian scouts clashed in the jungle near Tamoan Temple. A heated argument, a single gunshot, no one knows who fired first, but peace was shattered. The skirmish escalated rapidly, drawing in reinforcements and turning into a firefight. Commanders, pressured by years of mistrust and national pride, refused to back down. By morning, violence had spread to other contested sites, including Preah Vihear. Tanks and artillery rolled in. The border became a live-fire zone. Villagers, caught in the chaos, fled as their homes became battlegrounds. This time the violence felt different, more intense, more relentless. What began as a misunderstanding had become the start of a war. The chance for peace vanished with every shot fired. The region braced for a conflict that would change everything. The war had begun. The conflict exploded after that first gunshot. Within 48 hours, chaotic jungle skirmishes gave way to heavy weaponry. On April 14th, Cambodian forces fired BM-21 Grad rockets at a Thai base, escalating the fight. Thailand responded with F-16 fighter jets, signaling a new level of warfare. The week that followed saw relentless artillery duels and ground assaults, especially around Ta Moan and Ta Krabi. On April 18th, Cambodian troops attacked a hill near Preah Vihear. Thai forces, with helicopter support, repelled them after 2 days of brutal combat. The turning point came May 3rd, when Thai F-16s launched precision airstrikes on Cambodian rocket positions. Cambodia condemned the strikes, Thailand called them self-defense. By mid-May, the war settled into a bloody stalemate. Daily shelling, dug-in soldiers, and no end in sight. International calls for peace went unanswered. The ancient borderland was now a permanent war zone. This war is defined by two weapons, Cambodia's BM-21 Grad rockets and Thailand's F-16 fighter jets. The BM-21 Grad is a truck-mounted rocket launcher capable of firing 40 rockets in 20 seconds, saturating entire areas with explosions. It's not precise, but it's terrifying, designed to overwhelm and disrupt. Thailand's F-16s, by contrast, are all about precision and speed. These jets can strike specific targets with laser-guided bombs, minimizing collateral damage. Cambodia uses its rockets for surprise attacks, then quickly moves the launchers to avoid retaliation. Thailand's jets patrol the skies, hunting for rocket launchers and striking with deadly accuracy. It's a high-tech game of cat and mouse, with devastating consequences for anyone caught in the middle. The BM-21's area attacks sow chaos. The F-16's pinpoint strikes try to restore control. Each side's weapon shapes the battle, and the suffering on the ground. The border has become a proving ground for modern warfare. Technology now decides who lives, who flees, and who survives. The ancient temples, once symbols of peace, are now surrounded by the tools of destruction. The stakes have never been higher. The BM-21 Grad, Hail in Russian, lives up to its name, unleashing storms of rockets in seconds. It's a simple, brutal system: a rugged truck, a rack of 40 tubes, and a crew ready to fire and flee. The launcher can be hidden in jungles, moved quickly, and set up in minutes. Crews aim at grid squares, not specific targets, saturating areas the size of football fields. The psychological impact is immense. Soldiers never know where the next rocket will land. Firing is fast. Drive in, stabilize, aim, and unleash all 40 rockets in under 30 seconds. The Grad's strength is its mobility and volume of fire. Its weakness is inaccuracy. Rockets are unguided, easily thrown off by wind or terrain. It's cheap, easy to operate, and devastatingly indiscriminate. The BM-21 is designed to terrorize and disrupt, not to win hearts and minds. In this war, it's a weapon of chaos, one that leaves destruction in its wake. For those on the receiving end, the Grad is a nightmare that can strike at any moment. Its presence alone changes the rhythm of life and death on the border. The F-16 Fighting Falcon is Thailand's sharpest weapon: fast, precise, and deadly. Unlike the Grad's area attacks, the F-16 is a surgical tool, hunting high-value targets like rocket launchers and command posts. With laser-guided and GPS-guided bombs, the F-16 can strike a single truck from miles away, day or night. Missions begin with intelligence. Drones or scouts spot a target and pilots plan their attack. Using advanced cameras and targeting pods, the pilot locks onto the enemy, then releases a bomb that homes in with pinpoint accuracy. The result? A single devastating explosion with minimal collateral damage. The F-16's speed and agility make it hard to intercept, giving Thailand air superiority. For Cambodia's ground forces, the threat from above is constant and terrifying. The F-16 gives Thailand the power to shape the battlefield from the sky. In this conflict, air power is the ultimate game changer. By June, a fragile ceasefire settles over the border, but peace is uneasy and incomplete. The war ends in stalemate, no clear victor, just exhaustion and loss. The front lines remain, fortified and tense, with soldiers staring across no man's land. Hundreds are dead, thousands displaced, and villages lie in ruins. The ancient temples, once symbols of pride, are scarred by shrapnel and bullets. The psychological wounds run deep, fueling mistrust that will last for generations. The conflict is a warning to Southeast Asia. Old disputes can ignite into modern high-tech wars. Advanced weapons have raised the stakes, and the risk of future escalation lingers. Diplomacy failed, the price was paid in blood and stone. The border remains undefined, the temples contested, and the peace fragile. International observers watch, but true resolution is elusive. The scars of 2025 will shape the region for years to come.